Hey. Hello, brothers and sisters of land. Welcome to my page. My page is my conversation. I try to keep it down. The 10 minutes ago. It goes over 10 minutes. It's a very, very important and unimportant liberals, libertarians, people between God, people like to smoke, people like to drink, people like to watch, people like DMT. 80% of you masters' asses, listeners' discretion is advised. Okay. That's somebody upstairs. I can't stand when people live above me or on the side of me. I can't stand it. But in the meantime, before I become wealthy, before the age of 50, because I'm 47 this year, I'm almost about to be time, because I got to write 2 books, but I know how to write very well. But this video is going to be pertaining to the schizo effect, a term I made up as a schizoaffective, and also a term I made up as a sexologist, which I made up as well. Because we know that people who are important tend to make up words and it seems to fly, and I'll just make up my words on the fly, okay? But of course, again, I'm not your average man. I'm not your Peter Pan. If you have any comments, questions, insults, or roast fest, you put it down below. If you don't know who I am, don't speak. Ask questions. You do not want to try me. Yeah, because I know voodoo, yeah, and shit like that. I don't know magic spells that can cause you damage as you watch my ugly ass face, okay, right? A schizologist is someone who has schizophrenia, who has a therapist, and a psychologist, and they learn from those individuals, because when you're schizo, externally, you display, okay, because there's different types of schizos. Yes, there is. There's different types of many things. If you talk about your emotions to a psychologist or a therapist, they'll try to solve it, but they can't solve it. They can't, because they're not on the mystical side of themselves. They're learned psychologists. They are learned therapists. I actually reversed the psychology. I right back at them by using a sense of dark psychology. Because I like to read, motherfucker. And then when I ask them a question, they become who? My client. So they are eager to see me because I'm like so bubbly and so different and so eccentric. So when I talk to my psychologist, I ask them, how much knowledge have you obtained after you graduated from your institutionalized schooling? And he'll be bubbly to ask and answer. But if he does not, then he is really not interested in me, because I won't talk. There's nothing for me to say. I can't be with someone who says they're degree institutionally learned, okay, but I'm truly schizo, so you understand what I'm saying. I'm not a person who would express my deepest sorrows and sadness with them, but I do tell them sometimes I get little mood swings, be honest with them. I said, and I think everyone does have mental illness at one point in time, and they get depressed at some times. But some individuals are more extreme, like myself. But that's what a schizologist is. But we're not talking about that. So today's topic, of course, is a schizoaffective. Once this contagious thing, which I don't think it'll ever be so contagious to the point like the COVID, okay, I believe strongly that a schizo effect, like the Mandela effect, will not be as well known, because lots of people are not intellectually bright to use enough common sense, or they don't even hear an external voice. So that's just not possible. Okay. And then there's those individuals who like to lie and say they have schizo, and I'm like, motherfucker, okay. And then there's those people who like to lie and say they got they're indigo children, okay. I run across them all the motherfucking time. But the schizo effect is when people actually hear a voice, externally and internally, as themselves as God, and they are becoming awoke, like myself, really awoke. I'm talking about like You're off the fucking chain. This fucking fan is God to you. This fucking fan is God. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody becomes awoke, and then you start using common sense to the point to where you don't have to be as educated as you think you need to be. or arrogant, or if you have God complex, because I read across people who just like they got all this knowledge, but then they can't tone it down. I said, Jesus Christ, you want to be encapsulated by the Area 51? Do you want to be trapped there? Because there is a guy, which I was doing some research on, who has an IQ of at least about 5,000. True story, by the way. And his brain is too powerful for a computer. I don't believe it. It's so hard for me to believe, but it's possible. Because I read so much into a whole lot of shit that I can't, fathom it. I can't grasp it all. But if you can portray some sort of magical ability like myself, you better lie, okay, about it, because they're going to get you. They're going to get you. The government pays me for my services. I'm trying to help the United States government. That's all I care about. I care about people of power and influence. I care about the illuminated ones, too, as well. Because I said before, my intro says, hello, brothers and sisters of light and dark. That's what I said, right? All right, okay, damn. I don't hate the dark. I don't hate the light in this world. Who the fuck are you? I'm in the middle ground here. I'm like Constantine, bitch. But why I gotta be a bitch, you say? How many times? Everybody goes through bitchy moods sometimes. A female dog in heat. That's what bitch means. Either heat means you're angry, or heat means your sexual drive is just running amongst itself. But the schizo effect will not happen. But there are people who try, okay, and then they die because they're fake. Like the Mandela effect. I keep telling people that shit is false, man. It's your mind that's playing games on you. You have to record the shit. So let's say you remember free breeze, okay, or some shit. It was spelled a certain way. You could, or Berenstain Bears or some shit like that. Did you record it? Do you got a recording of your? If you recorded it, then you can show me you have a recording. Duh, okay. Then you had lost touch with reality a little bit. That's common in the average person, but somehow they'll call it the Mandela effect. Okay? I like the fact that, what the butterfly effect is, which is cool. Everything has a pathology to it, or causality to it. It's cool. But that makes more sense than the Mandela effect. Jesus Christ, come on! Now, for people to have, for this schizo effect to work, is that we have to come together. As I made a video about this. I said, y'all guys, if whoever understands who I am, we have to become a demiurge god in our next life, possibly. And I'm doing an experiment. Not like Heaven's Gate, because I'm not trying to kill nobody, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say there's a comet, Hellbop coming, we gonna be on the end of that shit, motherfucker, we gonna fly the fucking way. I ain't saying all that shit. Okay? But I'm saying that those who are like myself should stand up and come to me right now. And so we can collaborate on a lot of different things on how we can do world domination, motherfuckers. World domination is cool, right? Because we got these illuminated ones who's thinking they're superior and everything and shit. And they fucking with the material plane. Okay, what... I'm sinister. Okay, we gonna create the Big Bang all again like fucking Thanos. Snap, motherfuckers. They fucking with the material plane. We are food right now to them. We are their property to them. Everything has a code or a number to it. But that's what the schizo effect is. Okay, the schizo effect is not possible because most people can't. They will not acknowledge it. As a matter of fact, they won't acknowledge that they hear anything. They won't acknowledge the fact that they can't sit in a box for about an hour or two thinking with nothing but deep thoughts. Peace.